at the end of the last video, forgot to make a background. So now I'm making a background for this. And while I'm at it, okay, I'll make a rectangle, send it to the back. While I'm at it, maybe alter some colors, move some shapes around. You can't ever spend too long figuring out your composition or your colors. Now to artboard 2. So we make a new artboard, and I always move it over a little bit. And what are we going to do? We're check out the design vocabulary. The 3 people at the very bottom, 3 artists, Matisse, Kandinsky, and Sonia Delaunay, are 3 early 20th century artists who dealt with geometric forms or organic forms, and Matisse especially had a whole series of cutouts where he painted paper and cut them out because his health got really bad, and he wasn't able to get out of bed, so he created all these shapes, cut them out, and then actually had somebody else put them up for him. He kind of told them where to put them. I have a link in the introductory page to this website, the Tate Modern, where there was a show of his, and there's a nice video that leads you all around in that show. Also, you might look at Sonia Delaunay. She was an early 20th century painter as well. She painted a lot of geometric and organic shapes, and they weren't as hard edge as Matisse's cutouts, but she also delved into fashion, and one of the purposes of working with these artists is to have you go back and look at who came before you as artists and what they did. I have examples of this one here. And Kandinsky. Kandinsky was a Russian painter, again, early 20th century artist, and he used a lot of shape, and he arranged them in variations that had lots to do with music. So again, you're going through here looking at some of these works, and perhaps there's something that sparks you in terms of, what does this painting looks like something, or does it also sound like something? Whichever one you choose, you drag it to your desktop, and then we will file, place, onto the new artboard, put it in its own layer, and in this case I'm making new layers to accommodate artboard 2. It's not always necessary, but for this I'm just going to do it so it makes it a little bit clearer. In some cases, for the background, you can dim the background like the video showed earlier, but here what I'm going to do is work on the background full transparency or full opacity and work with a line on top of it. So I'm going to make a stroke around the red heart, which represents a heart. I've made the stroke. I've chosen a color that is different from the background so I can see it better, and then I'm taking the eyedropper tool and selecting the red, and then it fills it with the color that I've chosen. I'm doing the same thing with the black shape. Now this looks like it's going fairly easy, but this is the pen tool is something you have to work with for a while. So click and drag, make some connections of lines, and then get back to your beginning point. And then you can go back and edit your points if you need to. So when that shape's selected, get my eyedropper tool and select the black, and then it fills in so that my shape is a black shape. For the other yellow shapes here, I'm going to stop the video, fill them in with the pen tool, and then give them a color, and we'll return right after that. Yellow shapes are made. The eyedropper tool was used to pick the color, and now they're filled with yellow, and I need to select the objects and either send them to the back or bring them to the front. Figure out the order where they go, and I'm making a rectangle to go in the background and assign it the blue color, and then I've got everything done for this assignment. But now I'm going to group these and arrange them so that the original is going to be on the left and the copy is on the right, and then I'm identifying which is the original and which is the copy.